Good afternoon. It is Saturday the 24th of August. It is 5:30 and I'm just coming out now. One little point of note, picking up from yesterday, Uber emailed me back at 2:30 this morning and said, "We understand your concerns regarding this matter." This was when they basically cancelled the reservation that I was on my way towards. I think it was like a £24 job or something like that. It just says, upon review of your recent trip, we have now applied £13 to your account to reflect the cancellation fee for this trip. So bearing in mind that they cancelled it, which apparently is some sort of automatic thing if Uber thinks you're going to be late, even though I wasn't. It then progressed on to he was looking into it. It then progressed on to him saying it was me that cancelled the job, and it then progressed on to they've basically admitted liability, so they've paid me £13 for it, which isn't too bad considering I'd ran for 15 minutes towards the job. It's better than nothing. But that was it really. I just thought I'd just give you that little update. So I'm just about to go online now, and I will try my best to give you an update shortly. Catch you. Quick little update time. It is coming up to 8 o'clock, so it's been what time to start? 5:30, 6, 7. Yeah, so it's been 2.5 hours. Yeah. It's been quite decent, to be honest. First job before, I've been online about 2 minutes, then got a job. I had to run for it for probably 4 to 5 miles, to be fair, because as I've mentioned previously, I do live out in the sticks. It was an XL, £15.77 for 6.2 miles from Skelmersdale to Burscough. So I wasn't far from Burscough, to be honest, so I had to pretty much run almost from Burscough to Skem, back to Burscough. But it wasn't too bad. And then I had an Uber X, which cancelled because they didn't want to wait. Dropped off in Burscough, and then had a job, an X, £4.77 for 2.4 miles, which was just down the road. When I dropped off them other people, I was probably 200 metres away. After that, I then had another Uber X, again from Burscough, where I was anyway. That was £18.66 for 13 miles, and that took me down towards was it Formby way? I think it was towards Formby, can't remember. Yeah, it was. No, sorry, towards Crosby. Yeah. As I was dropping them off, another job popped up, which was Crosby to Heighton. Initially it popped up and it was an Uber XL. I think it was about £32, I think. That was for 12.3 miles, so it was a good job. It was a bit of a pain because when I turned up, there was a group sat outside the bar, all having a drink on the benches in the sun, and there just seemed to be like no get up and go. There was only one of them saying, "Come on, the taxi driver's waiting," and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're coming." So the 3 minutes elapsed, and then it went into the chargeable time, and then I think they were trying to convince their dad to go to another pub or something like that. So when they finally stood up, I'd been there about 6 minutes at that point. Normally, if that was anything like the other night, £3-4 job, whatever, cancelled straight away, I'll just take the money and move on. But because it was over 30 quid, I thought I didn't want to turn it away. So anyway, they all stood up, start getting ready, and then one of them says, "Oh, hang on, I'm just gonna go for a wee." So anyway, they finally get in, we set off, and then they said, "Oh yeah, there's 2 stops on this," and I was like, "No, there's only one." So, you don't mind making another stop on the way? I said, "I can't." I said, "You have to do it on the app." So she changed it on the app, which then pushed it up 6 quid to 36. So basically we dropped. It's a bit weird because they had initially put in their home address, and then they added a stop, which was the pub, and the pub was before their home address because they were dropping their dad off at the pub, but the Uber app didn't update, so it was still taking me to the house first and then to double back on myself to the pub. So I don't know if that's a setting that they can do. I'm not sure, because it's not something I've ever done, which is add multiple stops from a customer's point of view. So anyway, I stopped at the pub first, only because they'd booked it, dropped them off and then carried on. So in the end it was increased to £37.06, obviously with the waiting time and whatnot, and that was for 12.3 miles, so it was like £3 a mile. So then, because I was in Huyton, I thought I'd start heading back towards me normal kind of ground where I like working, which is in and around, you know, Ormskirk, Southport and Wigan kind of way. So I've just called past Maghull services to get a top up. I still had just over half a tank, but I thought, well, if I top up now, because I'm going to be heading in towards, you know, Southport, Ormskirk, the charges aren't the greatest. The best is the one I found in Southport the other night, and even that was only just shy of 50 kilowatt. So I've come here because I can get like 100 kilowatt off this one. So I thought I'd get a quick top up, and then I'll carry on. So up to now, so technically it's like 2 hours 15 minutes, because 15 minutes I've kind of drove over to here, which you wouldn't normally have done. You would have gone on to another job. So for them 2 hours 15 minutes I'm on £76.26, which works out at about just shy of £34 an hour, which is good. It's a lot better than weekdays anyway. It was better than yesterday. I mean, that Friday ended up at about, I think it was like £19.50 something an hour. So hopefully this carries on into the night. But yeah, just make sure that you are telling people to add that other stop on. Somebody else done the same thing last night. Two girls, I picked them up doing like a Southport to Southport, and I think one of them they were kind of whispering in the back, and she was like, oh, I need to add another stop on for me. So you can hear her tapping away, and she was like, oh, it's added like another couple of pound on or something, and she was like, oh, just ask them to stop. So I was waiting to say, no, you need to do it on the app. But to be fair, we were driving down a straight road, and she just wanted to get out of the bus stop and then carry on in a straight road. So I don't mind that, because obviously you're getting out. But if you start having to deviate off a different path, no chance. It has to be going on the app, because that's just proving the point from that last job. It added another £6 on, and I've basically just stopped to get somebody out. So yeah, don't miss out on that. And that is about it really. There's nothing else really to add on to it. It hasn't been too bad, to be honest. So I will top up here. Might have a little walk over to the petrol station, see if there's anything to nibble on, and I will keep you updated shortly. Quick little update. It's about 11:15, so it's been 2 hours since the last update. I charged up, had something to eat, had a little break, and then carried on. I then got a job, which was an XL, £12.50 for 4 miles, and that was Maghull, where I was, because at Maghull services, into Kirby. Straight from there, because I started heading to Ormskirk, I had an Ormskirk to Ormskirk, which was £6.18 for 2.9 miles. I then had a Skelmersdale to Bersco, £13.23 for 6.1 miles. Straight after that I had a Bersco over to Skelmersdale. Wasn't the greatest, it was £9.24 for 6.2 miles, but I took it because I was about 100 metres away from when I dropped off the last person. I then had a Skelmersdale back into Ormskirk, which was handy, £10.16 for 5.6 miles. And then I've just dropped, I picked up in Ormskirk after I dropped that lady off, and came to Formby, which was £13.13 for 5.7 miles. So now I'm just at the SO station on the Formby bypass. I'm on £140 and I've done just over 5 hours, so I'm on £28 an hour. Let's see what this one is. 6, 5, I'll take it. So it's a job in Southport where I was kind of heading to anyway, but I have to run out 6 miles for it. I think it's coming back towards Formby, but I think it was like 20 something pound, I think. So I'll crack on with that anyway, and I will catch you soon. So final update, I've just got home. It is 12:30. Even as I was pulling on my path, I was still getting jobs which weren't too far away, but I've decided to come home because I'm a little bit busy tomorrow, to be honest, tomorrow morning. So the last update was 11:15. So since then I've done where was I? I've done an XL, which was £18.52. that was going from Southport to Formby for 5.7 miles. I then had another XL, which was Southport to Southport, £9.91 for 2.2 miles, but I had to run to it. And then when I was in Southport, I had a Southport to Southport, £4.29 for 1 mile, and then I got a Southport to Burscough, which isn't far from my house, which was £16.26, and that was for 10.3 miles. So overall for this evening I've taken just shy of 190. Now if you look at that over the 7 hours, so from obviously when the second I've gone out to the second I've come home, that works out at £27 an hour. If you look at it for, I've basically taken nearly an hour off in the middle because I've had a little charge up, I've had something to eat. So obviously if you're deducting that, then it's £31 over the 6 hours, so £31 an hour. So yeah, not too bad. It's been quite good. It's been busy. Yeah, it's been busy, to be honest. There seems to be more and more waiting around for people, I've noticed. When you're turning up to jobs, it's quite annoying when you turn up, and especially when it's an XL like before, that £10 XL1 Southport to Southport. The first 3 get in, and you start the job and you start closing the door, and they say, oh no, there's 2 more, they're coming now. And then we sit there for like another 5 minutes and they're phoning them and they're saying, oh yeah, we're coming now, and like, you just don't care, you know. And then these are the type of riders who wonder why they get poor feedback. You know, they've known for probably 5 or 10 minutes that I was on my way to them, and then you sit there for the 3 minutes free time, the 2 minutes chargeable time, and then probably another 5 minutes. So like, how long does it take you to get ready? If you're not ready, don't book a taxi. It's as simple as that. But yeah, other than that, that's about it. So not too bad. I'll be out tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see what the with it being bank holiday Monday, I'm hoping Sunday night will be busy as well. So I will catch you tomorrow, and again, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe please.